this for a month. I can't remember the last time I packed 2 suitcases. This is a crazy amount of luggage, but it's a month. Yeah, suitcase full of almond butter and granola bars and shaving cream and who knows what else. So, yeah, let's go. I can already feel the heat. Made it. Welcome to my NOLA Airbnb. Let me show you around. So why am I in New Orleans? Great question. I am here to pursue acting. Ever since I was a kid, I was interested in acting. I actually became SAG eligible when I was 14 and joined the union when I was first out of college, and I pursued it on and off for most of my life. It was something I wanted a lot more than I ever let on to anyone, including myself, and it just was always this thing inside of me that I just couldn't ignore. I tried so many times to not pursue acting. I tried to do jobs behind the camera, from marketing to production to development. I tried everything. And while I enjoyed those things, it just never really made me feel as alive as acting does. Fast forward to 2015, I started working at Pixar. I moved from Los Angeles to the Bay Area for that job. And when I started working at Pixar, the casting director there found out that I had done some acting training in LA, specifically voiceover training. And so I got to start doing temp vocals, which we call at Pixar or anywhere in voiceover land, you would call it scratch. Scratch is the voiceover work that goes in before the real actors come in. It helps the story team figure out the script and the beats and whether the story's working. So I was doing a lot of scratch work at Pixar, which then led to me signing with my current agent, JE Talent, in the Bay Area. They're amazing. And I signed with them a year ago because I thought, oh, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what comes of this. But I really didn't expect very much. And I was so surprised that I started booking modeling and acting gigs. I booked a Toyota commercial. I also booked an Adobe Industrial, and then earlier this year I booked an Apple Industrial. So I was just feeling this momentum for the past year. I was booking way more than I've ever booked before. And it felt like something had shifted in myself, in culture. Yeah, it just felt like it was all connecting finally. So with that, I decided that I was just gonna go for it. I'm gonna really try to go all in for acting. I've never done that before. I've always had a backup plan. I still have a backup plan, but I just, I really wanted to give it a try because I never wanted to look back at this period in my life and regret that I didn't go for it when it seemed like all the doors were opening. So with that, when I decided to fully go for it, I was like, okay, maybe I should go back to LA. There's not enough work in the Bay for actors, so maybe LA makes more sense. And then I remembered this podcast I listened to a year ago from Ryan Glorioso. He's a casting director here in New Orleans, and he was saying that there's a lot of work down here. And I just kind of tucked that in the back of my brain. I didn't know what to do with that. New Orleans has been on my heart a lot in the past few years. My sister went to public health school here, and I had visited her a number of times here, and I've always loved New Orleans. I love jazz. I've always wanted to spend more time in the city, so that was something that I tucked in the back of my brain about a year ago. And then when I decided at the beginning of this year, 2019, that I was really gonna go for acting, I thought, maybe I should do the New Orleans thing. I really want to live an adventure, and I want to just see where life takes me, and this city has been on my heart. Maybe I should do it. So in March, I booked this Airbnb that I'm in right now. I booked a week for June and a month for September. The June trip was meant to be a survey trip, and that's what I did. I came in June, and I had some friends who happened to be here. I had no idea they'd be here, but they were here for a production, and they gave me the lay of the land. I met up with Ryan Glorioso's associate, Justin, and he gave me some great pointers and some great insight. I emailed a bunch of agents in town, and I ended up signing with one by the time I left. Like, I couldn't believe within a week I already signed with an agent down here. So now I'm representative for all of the Southeast, for New Orleans and Atlanta and the Carolinas. And, I came down to figure out, do I need a car? Which I didn't bring a car. I'm just gonna be doing shared ride services. How should I just prepare for being here longer term? And then this trip is meant to be a trip to build community, is to meet people and find out more about what life is like here, and to find a more sustainable living option. Like, Airbnb is amazing, but it can get expensive. So I'm hoping to find some kind of living situation that's a bit more sustainable for me when I want to come in for a month, or I need to pop in to film something. Like, if I book something and I need to come into town for a week, last minute notice, like, I want to be able to have a room that I can stay in. So this trip is really to figure out what a longer term investment in New Orleans looks like. It's a complete leap of faith. I have no idea what to expect or what's going to happen, which is why I wanted to start vlogging, because I wanted to document this and hopefully encourage some of you out there who are maybe in a similar situation. Like, you feel like you should be doing something, but you're scared because there's a lot of unknowns, and so I'm in it with you. That's what this is hopefully a way to inspire each other to just do it. Just go, just do the thing that you feel like you're called to do. Maybe I was gonna say maybe I'll be regretting that later. I won't regret it. I know that doing this right now means that I won't have a regret later, that I didn't try. So that's why I'm doing it. No regrets, just going for it. That said, I need to get some food. It's, I think, like 8:30. I want to go get some dinner and then have a relatively early night, I don't know, I'm probably gonna try and edit this together, but I want to get to bed at a decent time so I can get on a good rhythm, so I can just set myself up for success while I'm here. So that's my day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming with me from the Bay to New Orleans. It's gonna be fun.